We welcome all of you here tonight. We're excited that we can just rejoice. And, you know, this time of year is about Hanukkah, and it's about lights, it's about dedication, and we just thought tonight would be great to have Illuminate start us off, but not without John Dixon doing a little Christmas music for us. So y'all stand up and let's just have a great time.
Yay! Everybody holler, Merry Christmas! Now turn to your neighbor and say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah, let's sing it again. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. What do we want? We all want some figgy pudding. We all want some figgy pudding. We all want some figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. We all want some figgy pudding. We all want some figgy pudding. We all want some figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. Oh! We won't leave until we get some. We won't leave until we get some. We won't leave until we get some. So bring it right here. We won't leave until we get some. We won't leave until we get some. We won't leave until we get some. So bring it right here. You can all be seated now as we kind of move into the more serious part of our program. She was drinking too much eggnog. And we begged her not to go. But she'd left her medications, so she stumbled out the door into the snow. Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer coming home from our house Christmas Eve. Youth might think there's no such thing but Santa, but as for me and our house, we believe. When they found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, there were hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer coming home from our house Christmas Eve. You may think there's no such thing as Santa, as for me and our house, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. Well, he's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Belle. Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer coming home from our house Christmas Eve. You might think there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Oh, it's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Oh, Grandma got run over by a reindeer coming home from our house Christmas Eve. You may think there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and our house, we believe. Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding made of fig, and the blue and silver candles that would have just matched our grandma's wig. Everybody stand up and say, whoa, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Woo! Coming home from our house Christmas Eve. You may think there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Amen. You may be seated.
Hello, you guys. I'm Valerie Lyons. I'm the director at Illuminate Creative Arts Studio. Before we continue on with our show tonight, I just wanted to take a moment to just express our gratitude from the Illuminate staff and from our students for the opportunity to be here tonight. Several years ago, I read a story about the artist Vincent van Gogh. And early on in his life, I believe that he truly did have a desire to serve God with his life's work. And he tried for a while, rather desperately, to become a part of the religious structure and the church structure at that time in an effort to serve God. And he eventually was given a small church to pastor, to manage, to lead. But he was an artist, and that did not go well. And it was shortly taken from him, and he no longer had that position. And he, as an artist who we know as one who can depict light, and he was known for being able to illuminate a canvas with his paint. From that point forward, we see him start to paint these cities and these villages where every light in every house is lit up except the church. And every window in every church he painted was dark from that point forward. His life continued on really in turmoil, and it ended in great tragedy. And when I see his paintings today, I am reminded of that, and I think, what would his life have been like if the church had seen him and said, we see the light in you, we see who you are, we see your God-given gifts, and we make a place for you. So tonight, well, we're going to have a great time, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and these kids are singing Jingle Bells and dancing to Rudolph and having just a good time. I want you to see that it is so much more than that, and we recognize and say thank you to Glory of Zion and to Chuck and Pam, because what you are doing tonight is from this expression of the body of Christ and this part that is connected to this ministry. You are opening your doors and you are saying to these kids, we see the light in you. We see who you are, and we see the God-given gifts in you, and there is a place for you, and we give a portion of who we are to you. So from us, Chuck and Pam, we say thank you for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Illuminate Creative Arts presentation celebrating the Festival of Lights. We ask at this time that you silence your cell phones. We wouldn't want you to be on the naughty list, would we? Now sit back, relax, and celebrate with us the Festival of Lights. Ladies and
back to the beginning. Let's adjust the lighting, illuminate the whole thing. We're a captive audience, taken by your brilliance, rooting for the glorious. And oh, only Savior. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? For unto us a child is born. He is the chorus to every song that we were born to sing. He is the rhythm of your heart, so let the beat begin. Glorious, glorious, glorious is God. He is the miracle of the love that set the people free. He is the wonder of the world like we have never seen. Glorious, glorious, glorious is God. see, bum bum. Our finest gifts we bring, bum bum, to lay before our King. Carry not it, pa-rum-pum-pum. The ox and lamb kept time, bum bum. I played my drum for him, bum bum. I played my best for him. Play my drum for him, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I play my drum for him, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I play my drum for him, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. I play my drum for him, pa-rum-pum-pum. angels sing. Hark the herald, hark the herald, hark the herald angels sing. Whoa, hark the herald, hark the herald, hark the herald angels.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Sing it with me now.
Peace on earth,
Be mercy mild, guidance sinners reconciled.
and let us celebrate with joyful, all ye nations rise. Join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hark the herald, hark the herald, hark the herald angels sing. Whoa, hark the herald, hark the herald, hark the herald angels. Oh,
Hark the herald angels sing,
hark the herald angels sing,
glory to the newborn King.
glory to the newborn King.
Jesus was born in a manger lane.
Jesus was born in a manger lane.
Son of God is here today.
With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hark the herald, hark the herald, hark the herald angels sing. Whoa, hark the herald,
Angels sing,
the herald.
angels sing. Celebrate love. Hark the herald angels sing. Jesus is born again.
Jesus, he was, Jesus, he was born.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have planned to perform a 3-hour version of A Christmas Carol. But they didn't give us enough time. Aww. Instead, we present to you A Christmas Carol in 5 minutes. Do you think we can do it? Let me hear you clap if you think we can. All right, timer ready, actors ready, set, go. Once upon a time, there's an old angry man named Scrooge, and he didn't like anyone or anything but money. And his only employee worked hard, but had to do with this angry Scrooge every day, even working late on Christmas Eve. Scrooge, it's cold in here. Can we turn on the heat or make a fire?
Bah, humbug. It costs too much money.
All you care about is yourself and money. Then Scrooge's nephew showed up. Hi, Uncle Scrooge. Hey, I got you a Christmas wreath. Do you like it? Would you like to join my family for Christmas dinner?
Christmas, all that junk fruit and presents. Bah, humbug.
Oh, oops. Merry Christmas. Then some charitable people came to ask him for donations. Give to the poor,
No, it's my money and only mine.
please.
Bah, humbug.
Just give to the poor.
They can get a job now, scram.
Scrooge, can I go home now? Tiny Tim is sick and I need to get presents.
Fine, go home, you crybaby.
So Scrooge went home, making his way through the happy shoppers to his lonely home and sat in his lonely chair, hating Christmas and everyone who wanted time off from work. But as he was there, he was visited by the ghost of his old business partner, Jacob Marley.
Blam! Who are you?
It's me, Marley, your old business
But
partner.
you're dead.
Yeah, so what? I'm a ghost, and I'm here to warn you, so you listen up, Scrooge. You're mean, and if you don't change, you're going to end up worse than me.
Bah, humbug.
that you don't give to the poor, you will be visited by 3 ghosts who will change your mind.
I think rather not.
Too bad.
3 ghosts, 3 humbugs.
Scrooge didn't think much of Merlin's warning, but at 1 a.m., the ghost of Christmas past came.
Boo! Yeah. Who are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
You look like my nephew.
Don't be funny, Scrooge. Come on, I'm going to take you to look at your past. So the ghost of Christmas past showed Scrooge where he had a job with a nice boss and had a Christmas party and danced with the most beautiful girl who he fell in love with. But then you fell in love with money. That was a stupid thing to do.
It hurts. Take me home, please.
Remember, Scrooge, you did these things. It's too late to change the past. But maybe you can do something about the present.
I get a present. Is it money?
Oh dear, just wait for the next ghost. All of a sudden, it was 2 a.m., and the ghost of Christmas present came.
Yeah, stop doing that.
No, it's me, the ghost of Christmas present.
I get a present. Is it money?
No, it's what's happening right now. Let's take a look. Tiny Tim is sick, and I have no money.
What's going to happen to Tiny Tim?
Bye-bye. Then the last ghost came. The ghost of Christmas future. Dun, dun, dun.
Aren't you going to say who? You're scary. Does Tiny Tim get better? Do I live a long and happy life? Do I go to heaven? Oh no, James, I promise!
So Scrooge woke up in his bedroom on Christmas morning and realized it was just a dream. But he vowed to change his ways and be better to his fellow man.
Hey, kids,
What do you want?
go buy a big turkey and some grown-up drinks and presents, because I'm going to show this town the best Christmas ever.
Yay! We did it, everyone. 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Merry Christmas, everyone!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, 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 bells.
Piano in the bell, 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 bell.
Jingle bell, 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 jingle bell.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. Rocking around, 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 rocking, 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 rocking.
Let's go now.
Rocking, rock, 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 rocking, rock, 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 rocking around. Rock, 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 rocking, rock, 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 rocking around. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Rocking around, 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 rocking, 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 rocking.
Bass drop.
Rocking, rock, 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 rocking, rock, 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 rocking, rock, rocking, rock. Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Hey everyone. I just wanted to say real quick at our little halfway point here that it's been a pleasure being a part of Illuminate Studios. We keep growing every single year. So for all of you who have students with us, I just want to thank you because I know from myself and from all the other instructors out there that it is an absolute pleasure. I get a lot of fun because I just make them do silly things in theater over and over, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of that. But just to see, as Val said at the very beginning, to see the light that is in each of these kids just begin to bloom as they get the ability and the opportunity to express themselves, whether it's through dance, whether it's through music or art or theater. It's giving them this creative outlet, and to see them even start creating, what they want, not me even telling them what they should do, but them going, I want to go this way, is one of the most incredible rewards that I get. So I just want to say thank you all. Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart and all the staff here at Illuminate Creative Arts Studio. Thank you, guys.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son let loving hearts enthrone him. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. No matter what your holiday, it's a time to celebrate. Put your worries aside, open up your mind. Right by your side is come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Day spring come and chill, thou spirits by the gloomy clouds of night, and dance dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, oh Israel. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, oh see us rising from a distance. Your light burning bright within us. See us rising from a distance. There's no darkness that could dim. You're lighting us up. See us rising from a distance. Your light burning bright within us. You're lighting us up. See us rising from a distance. There's no darkness that could dim us. Where are your bright ones? Light up with your love, glowing in darkness. We shine for you. Where are your bright ones? Light up with your love, glowing in darkness. We shine for you. Where are your bright ones?
You guys, thank you so much for coming tonight. We so appreciate all of you coming and supporting these kids. Yeah. We have had such a fun week in the last couple of weeks getting ready for this event, and the kids have had such a great time in class getting ready. So we just, again, appreciate you guys coming. And
Yeah, I just want to again thank everyone for all the children that are in this, if you have a child in this, and for everyone just coming and seeing. And I say thank you for sharing the festivities of the Festival of Lights, and that the light in each and every one of these students and each and every one of these kids will shine in all the darkness as you go out from here.
all right, well, we just encourage you guys that market is open across the hall. We have lots of wonderful vendors there tonight and tomorrow. So we encourage you guys to go and shop and look around. And again, we just thank you all for coming.
Let's thank God for the Illuminate staff. They're a wonderful group, and they're touching a whole new generation. We invite you, if you want to try to go through the lights outside, but tomorrow night will probably be a lot better, a lot drier. Enjoy yourself being here. We'll have things going on all day. Just come be with us.
My daughter goes. Loved it.